Like we said, it's early days yet. You know, the numbers are still coming in. The weight of the undecideds in this, in what we're seeing so far, or likely to see?
Yvonne, that's a good point. The weight of the undecided would probably have affected turnout as well. Right. Simply because these may be the voters who, unlike many of us, wanted to hear the things Alex was talking about. They want to understand how you're going to deal with the cost of living. They want to understand policy. But for majority of Kenyan voters, including those who are as intelligent as these two gentlemen, vote based on who you're loyal to. Right. And loyalty is based on trusting the person who you believe will cover your back. So that's how you vote.
Yeah.
You don't think about things. I was talking to friends today and they said, listen, I went to that booth and I just ticked. There was no thinking.
Yes. Yeah.
I knew where I was going to go. I didn't know some of those candidates. Yeah. And these are highly intelligent people. But for them, they're very clear that whether it is the party that they support or a specific luminary that they support who belongs to a specific alliance or whatever, then everything else follows.
That is the person they trust.
Yeah. That's a person they trust. You trust this person, whether they... I tell you that I talked to both parties, big alliances, about their manifestos. And they said, you know, the interesting thing is these manifestos are for show. Yeah, correct. Nobody, including the people in those political parties, if you ask them, can tell you the nitty-gritty of those manifestos. If you ask a typical Kenyan today, Yvonne, very few of us know what those manifestos, because we don't care. We also know that it's talk shop. So really, in the end, it is who do you trust more to actually ensure that you can be alleviated from the pains that you're feeling. Yeah. I think the other thing that perhaps intrigued me when I watched the news earlier was a lady who was interviewed, an old kamama. She was in Starehe, and she said, listen, the cost of living is killing us. So you can't expect me to spend that which I don't have to transport myself from X to come here, spending 200 or so shillings to and fro to come and vote. I'm not going to do it. You see, the difference when the campaigns were on is that that money was being given to them. Correct. Now you're expecting this person to take their own initiative to travel from their home to a polling station, line up there, stay hungry, because the stomach is a dictator of many things, and then, you know, vote for this person who they may not even be sure about seeing ever again, or delivering for them the promises that they you know, once delivered. And
that's a fascinating point about, you know, people who were facilitated to attend rallies, but not necessarily facilitated to, you know, go and vote. And so, you know, on that day, you have to make that difficult choice. And it's a no-brainer, you know, if you do not have the funds for that. That's a very interesting point.